Number 3 is you have to understand, and there's a Nobel Prize on this subject, risk aversion. In the 60s, I think it was the 60s or 70s, a scientist, a research team, and they ended up winning, I forget the guy's name, he ended up winning a Nobel Prize. And what did he talk about? This right here. Risk aversion. People don't like to do anything new. You know, guys often ask me my opinion on, you know, pickup lines and how to, you know, I got a lot of young guys watching this and they want to know how to be better with women. And I say, well, it's the same thing. What guys are really asking is how do they take a woman who doesn't know them and make her interested in you as a guy, and vice versa if you're a woman, right? Well, the creation of a customer, in this case, creation of interest, is the name of the game. And what is your enemy? This is the enemy. So for you starting out a business, your number one obstacle is what this Nobel Prize was written on, risk aversion. So do you know why McDonald's is a profitable business? Because they have overcome the critical mass, and sorry, I drew it wrong. It goes like this. Okay, here's the graph. Let me draw it better here. So here's how all businesses start. McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Disney. So this space right here, okay, is the amount, is when not many people are buying in. They're not bought in. Then it begins to accelerate, and eventually, for example, if you tell people you want to go to a Disney movie, it's not like people are going to be like, Disney, I don't know if they make good movies. Like, people are going to be like, okay, there's a trust level associated with Disney, that brand. But it didn't start that way. You want to know a very interesting story I just read? This is a great story. I'm reading this book. I think it's called The Lion of Hollywood, like the lion, like a animal. And it's the story of MGM. So MGM is the big, you've seen their movies. They have the lion that roars at the beginning of the movies. So MGM stands for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. And Mayer, there was a man in the early 1900s named Louis B. Mayer. And he became one of the most powerful people in the United States and certainly in show business. And, you know, there was a kid that came to Louis B. Mayer. This is a great story. Imagine this story happening to you. You wouldn't want this to happen to you. So Louis B. Mayer is in a studio, and they go, we've got a young kid here with an idea for a new business. Do you want to hear it? And Louis B. Mayer is this powerful, he ran Hollywood, you know, and he goes, sure, bring the kid in. So the kid comes in and goes, here's I made a little reel for us to watch. So they turn on the movie reel, and it's a cartoon. And it's a cartoon of a mouse. And the mouse is, you know, being funny. And Louis B. Mayer, after like 10 seconds, goes, turn this off. And he turns to the kid and he goes, nobody is going to want, women hate mice. Nobody's going to want to watch a movie that has a mouse in it. And he said, I never want to see this again. And he sent that kid out. And that kid's name was Walt Disney. Isn't that interesting? You know why Louis B. Mayer did not accept Mickey Mouse and the idea of cartoons from Walt Disney? Because even great entrepreneurs that you're going to bump into, they're worried about risk. They don't want to, he didn't want to take a risk on a new thing. He had risk aversion. So Walt Disney at the beginning this is the acceptance level you have over here. How many people will accept you and want to become your customers very easily without much marketing and friction? At the beginning, Walt Disney couldn't even get another movie person to believe in him. And so for each of you, you're going to have to go through this product life cycle. Now, the good news is, if you can use what point number 4 is, okay?